Now, as COVID-19 spreads, a UBC researcher and his team are on the verge of a breakthrough in the worldwide race to stop it, and they have a major head start.
After more than a decade of research into the SARS pandemic, they believe the drug they've created should work on the novel coronavirus too. Linda Ellsworth shows us why and tells us when clinical trials will begin.
It's been 17 years since the coronavirus that caused SARS spread across the globe. In Canada, hundreds were infected and 44 died. Toronto was particularly hard hit.
We were quarantined. It was a really interesting experience what the little virus can do to his whole city.
UBC professor Josef Penninger was working in Toronto when he discovered that a molecule he'd been studying for some time, ACE2, played a critical role in the spread of the SARS virus.
We figured out that ACE2 is essential for the virus to enter cells.
Once inside, the virus hijacks the cell to produce more viruses, a process that eventually kills the cell.
And by killing it, it starts inflammation, and this of course leads to severe lung disease, lung failure, and it also spreads in other tissues.
So we got to work creating a treatment that would block the virus's ability to enter the cell. He called it APN01. Testing showed it held great promise.
And of course we wanted to develop it for the SARS outbreak, and then of course SARS disappeared and nobody was interested anymore, really.
But they're interested now, because it turns out this latest coronavirus infects in much the same way.
All the science tells us, and all the experiments from my group and of course many other scientists in the world tell us this should be a rational therapy.
Which is why they want to start human trials right away, in China, on patients with moderate to severe symptoms. But the process hasn't been easy.
Actually, just to find an airplane which goes to China to bring the drug was a nightmare for us.
The first trial could start any day and will involve 28 patients, half receiving the drug, half a placebo. In 4 to 5 weeks, if all goes well, the trial would be expanded to include many more patients.
We hope in 3-4 months we have significant data that it's working or not working.
Linda Ellsworth, Global News.